a client, so we actually recently had a new client, and like someone I've known for years, we've talked for years, and she goes, yeah, I want to sign up for this package. And I was like, great, sounds good. I'll get Trisha to flip you over what we need.
She's fantastic.
I go over to look at my stuff, I had zero contact information for her. Known her for years.
Right.
But it's because we had only ever engaged on social. So I had all of her social profiles, but we had never engaged outside of that.
Yeah.
So I then had to go back and be like, so what's your email and phone number?
Well, this is the funny, your book of business, when you talk about the book of business, it's like the phone, you put the contacts in, and like, we're like, no, have that CRM. I don't care if it's a spreadsheet, have a. So it's like, you have to like explain your situation when something's super social and someone's like, LOL, house is cute. And you're like, that's the client.
Yeah.
Like and then you're like, no, it kind of crosses boundaries. Can you register them? Do you have their information? Like Nattles Skittles 33.
Yeah, this is who bought.
Right? It's like, oh, phone number. No, we're friends. We're online friends.
Yeah.
Like
we're not real.
We're like, it's like, it's weird to think it, like when you start writing it down, you're like, what is their number? What is their email? Like, But I think that's the new way, and you see the portfolio live, right? Like whether it's theirs or your, like, I know now, like with bots and stuff, and they say like, great work, do this, but like even in real time, it's like a much.
I don't like bots.
You don't like bots? I don't.
Not the chat ones, because like it's so easy to like. Once you get set up, it's easy to automate stuff because you don't spend time on it.
Yeah.
But the agents that will survive long term are the ones who are just really good with people.
Yeah.
So you're eliminating a chance to have one-on-one with people by adding a bot in. So like there are some automations we like, and we do automations in what we do.
What automations do you like, Tom?
So it's like the one just to get responses, and then we respond to people who respond.
Okay.
Because like if we're generating leads for $1,
yeah,
and an agent spends 500 and they get 500 leads,
yes,
you don't have time to respond to that many that quickly.
No.
So what we might do is set an automation to respond to those leads. But then if they respond to the messages we send, it shuts off the automation, and the agent just has to respond to the people who responded.
Right.
And now it's like, okay, now you're having a conversation. So like one of the that I've been testing lately that I like more is like, so we'll have like a lead magnet, something that an agent downloads.
Right.
And then we email it to them. Instead of doing like this full automated drip campaign,
right,
we've been testing just sending out an email that's like, what are the biggest challenges in your business right now?
Right.
They have to respond to the email.
And they do.
Yeah. And sometimes they don't tell us. They're like, hey, can we set up a call to talk about what we're doing?
Better.
That's what I want.
Yeah, you're like, yes.
Right? Like, yes, like that's
Absolutely.
what I'm looking for. But just the simplicity of what are the biggest challenges you're having in your business? Like it prompts them to chat with you, it prompts engagement, and then you learn about them, and then you can respond. This is where automations wouldn't work, is like I can take what they say to me and then tailor my response to it.
So it buys you time. It not buys you time, but you're doing business planning.
It learns about their specific situation. So
right.
when I respond, I'm responding with information valuable to them.
Yes.
Whereas it might not be valuable to you.
No, of course.
So.
And so do you find that people are willing to give that out? Like, are people willing
people are sometimes willing to give way too much.
I'm in debt, foreclosure. Okay, as agents, we get hit a lot. I say that blanket. Yes, I have my license. I'm not out there. But all the time, and I'm sure this is kind of a global issue, SEO, pay-per-click, like, where do you, video blogs, kind of like, okay, if you're choosing between the three, I know their campaign should incorporate all, encompass all, but
you're gonna start probably with one.
What would you recommend?
Depends on what your goal. Like, do you want to spend time? Do you want to spend money? Mm-hmm. And what do you want the customer experience to be?
Right.
Right. So, like, if you're built your business on cold calling,
yes,
you just want as many phone numbers as you can get.
Sure.
So you're gonna get a lead gen site that forces people to register and get their phone number, and you're gonna hit the phones. It's better than cold calling, but it's still a grind.
Yeah.
If you built your business 95% referral, you don't want forced registration. You want to think of consumer, like what would the consumer want?
Yeah.
They want everything out there, everything open, everything free.
Sure.
So you'd set up the website in that way and let them reach out when you're ready. So that maybe you're going a bit more of the SEO route.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out, and this is what I was saying before, like not every website company is right for every client.
No.
So you have to first figure out, this is the strategy I want to take.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's find the tools that fit it.
Yeah.
It's not, let's pick the tools, then try to see how we can make it work with our strategy.
Sure, of course.
It's you pick the strategy and then find the specific tools that fit it.
Facebook or Instagram, where's the better bang for your buck?
So organically Instagram,
Yeah.
paid Facebook.
Yeah.
The only caveat of that is also depends on the age of the people you're going after.
Mm-hmm.
The under like 30, 33 crowd, Instagram definitely.
Right.
But again though, it's paid versus organic.
Yes.
So you have to look at it. And then even on Instagram, it's like, okay, do you go feed or stories?
Yes.
And normally it's stories now. And stories work really well. But it's like, that's why there's no right answer for everyone. And that's like one of my biggest things that piss me off with like the gurus.
Yeah.
That are like, and I hate when people call me a guru because I hate it. But it's like, they're like, okay, you gotta be getting into stories, or the worst, like you have to do video, you're gonna be out of this business in 5 years.
How many times do we hear that? Every 5 minutes, right?
So
2 minutes.
It's actually one of my favorite things to say. And actually, I was at a conference and I was actually after a guy talking about video, and he literally was like, if you're not doing video, you're gonna be out of this business in 3 years.
Okay.
Well, I was so happy when he said that, because I got on stage and I was like, how many of you feel like you've been told that happened?
Everyone in the room.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, now I'll ask you another question. How many of you have clicked on something you saw online,
Yeah.
went to it, and the article was a video only with no text? How many of you then
Not
left the
ranking.
page and left because you didn't want to watch a video?
Right.
Normally, 2/3 of the room hands will go up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, right there. Like, video is not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
And it's more like, and I'm saying this while doing video marketing.
Yeah. But
like
it's for some.
Yeah, but the thing though is like, we'll take this and we'll turn some into blog posts. We'll turn some into emails. Like,
sure.
And then we understand, like, I do this because it's easy for me to do.
It's natural for you.
When I sold, I wrote a lot.
Yeah.
And blogs killed it for me.
Right.
Would
Would you be able to do that in the environment today?
Yes.
Competing against video.
Guaranteed.
You heard it here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's consistently. Like, you're more like, you will do better with what you're more likely to create consistently.
Yes. Okay.
So, like, if you love writing, then write a ton and ignore video exists. Except for your listings. Like, I would do a video with every listing.
Yes.
Stuff like that. And I would say you should be in the video if possible. But video marketing is different than marketing yourself. Marketing yourself, like, okay, maybe you're never in any of the marketing yourself, but you're writing it.
Right.
Maybe you don't want to write or do it, then you got to throw money at it. And that's where you're getting into, like, you're going to force register people.
Yeah.
Like, there is a method online. So, like, when we talk about, like, the old school ways of, like, door knocking, cold calling, referral-based stuff, networking stuff, like, each of those has an online equivalent.
Yeah.
So when we talk online strategy, it's not like, hey, I'm going to either cold call, I'm going to door knock, or I'm going to go online.
Yeah, you have to do a bit of everything.
Online, are you going to work Facebook groups organically? Are you going to do Instagram stories?
Sure.
Are you going to do video-based marketing, blogging, vlogging? Are you going to do educational series? Are you going to force register people with entirely like direct response marketing stuff? Are you going to provide lead magnets with a Godfather offer? Like, there's so many routes online.
Yeah.
And for some people, some routes are perfect for them.
Right.
Terrible for someone else.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest mistake people make, is they don't do that initial assessment of which is the right one that actually fits with my business.
Yeah, it has to be organic to you because it won't last.
Yeah, and with like similar like farming in a neighborhood.
Of course.
It takes 6 months to really see results.
Yes, absolutely.
Not that much different with most strategies online. Like direct response marketing, you see leads today.
Yeah.
But to get into a rhythm of consistently converting them and like getting those responses and figuring it out, it's going to take 6 months till you see consistent results.
Absolutely. A lot of it is the patience in the game.
Yeah.
We actually I started I write sometimes if like this is more for launch and for new construction. I write the agents emails to send their clients because I recognize that's a potential sale. You know.
So how long are those emails that go out?
Too long.
So this one, try this one because I'm always curious how this is. We've tried it with some agents and it's worked, and it's based on the guy I mentioned earlier, Dean Jackson.
Yeah.
Just try sending an email to their list. It's like, hey, we got access to a new development in Yorkville.
Yeah. Period.
Do you want more information on it? Question mark. That's it.
Go with their attention span.
And just the people who respond are the most interested.
Yeah.
And you send them the details. And it's like, we've tried that with some clients, and it's worked pretty well. Like, you send it to their mailing, they get a new listing, be like, hey, I got a new listing in the north end of Newmarket, 4 bedrooms. Do you want more information about it? And the people who respond are the ones you want to deal with.
Well, it's crazy to see how many people come. So I write these like, this is the benefit, this is the rent in the area, this is the potential, this is the growth. And then I do this like funny bunny like post on Instagram stories, and they're like, hey, so I saw you're selling this. You're like, I just spent an hour writing that. You go respond to the email. Like, stop, and you stop. But it's,
so you try the quick hit ones.
But like, I'm guilty of not always reading what's in front of me.
Yeah.
Always.
But I think that's what most marketers don't think of, is they look at, okay, like, I need to justify my expense, essentially, of it needs to be long and pretty.
Right.
Okay, but what if everybody will respond to the short and stupid one?
Which is...
Well, you should just do short and stupid ones.
And then you can do it.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, as a marketer, like, it's results that matter.
And we see now, like, with agents now are taking every opportunity to get an email. Yeah. Every opportunity. It's like, the email campaign now has really become king. I find, like, Facebook, Instagram, the postcards still work really well, because there's a certain prestige in the print. Well,
now people want, like, you almost now get annoyed with your inbox filling up, and are excited when things come in the mail.
I feel there's a level of, like, I'm stable, I have an authority, a certain positioning of it.
Plus, people know it's expensive.
They know it's expensive, and it's expensive, It doesn't, it's like, well, how do you work with your supplier? It's like, with a lot of money and time, hands-on. But, absolutely, like, I find people's attention spans go short, because they're like us, and we also, my distance.
It's part of the fun.
Exactly.